born Angelina Jolie Voight. June 4, 1975, age 42. Los Angeles, California, U.S. Citizenship: United States, Cambodia. Occupation: actress, filmmaker, activist. Years active 1982 present. Spouses: Johnny Lee Miller, M., 1996, Division 2000. Billy Bob Thornton, M., 2000, Division 2003. Brad Pitt, M., 2014, separated 2016. Children 6. Parents: Jon Voight, Marceline Bertrand. Relatives: James Haven, brother. Barry Voight, uncle. Chip Taylor, uncle. Special Envoy to the United Nations. High Commissioner for Refugees. Incumbent. Assumed office: April 17, 2012. High Commissioner Antonio Guterres. Filippo Grandi. Preceded by office established. Angelina Jolie, born June 4, 1975, is an American actress, filmmaker, and humanitarian. She has received an Academy Award, 2 Screen Actors Guild Awards, and 3 Golden Globe Awards, and has been cited as Hollywood's highest-paid actress. Jolie made her screen debut as a child alongside her father, Jon Voight, in Lookin to Get Out, 1982. Her film career began in earnest a decade later with the low-budget production Cyborg 2, 1993, followed by her first leading role in a major film, Hackers, 1995. She starred in the critically acclaimed biographical cable films George Wallace, 1997, and J.A., 1998, and won an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress for her performance in the drama Girl, Interrupted, 1999. Jolie's starring role as the video game heroine Lara Croft in Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, 2001, established her as a leading Hollywood actress. She continued her successful action star career with Mr. and Mrs. Smith, 2005, Wanted, 2008, and Salt, 2010, and received critical acclaim for her performances in the dramas A Mighty Heart, 2007, and Changeling, 2008, which earned her a nomination for an Academy Award for Best Actress. Beginning in the 2010s, she expanded her career into directing, screenwriting, and producing, starting with the wartime dramas In the Land of Blood and Honey, 2011, and Unbroken, 2014. Her biggest commercial success came with the fantasy picture Maleficent, 2014. In addition to her film career, Jolie is noted for her humanitarian efforts, for which she has received a Jean Hirschhalt Humanitarian Award and an honorary Damehood of the Order of St. Michael and St. George, DCMG, among other honors. She promotes various causes, including conservation, education, and women's rights, and is most noted for her advocacy on behalf of refugees as a special envoy for the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, UNHCR. As a public figure, Jolie has been cited as one of the most influential and powerful people in the American entertainment industry. For a number of years, she was cited as the world's most beautiful woman by various media outlets, and her personal life is the subject of wide publicity. Divorced from actors Johnny Lee Miller and Billy Bob Thornton, she separated from her third husband, actor Brad Pitt, in September 2016. They have 6 children together, 3 of whom were adopted internationally. Early life and family. Born in Los Angeles, California, Jolie is the daughter of actors Jon Voight and Marceline Bertrand. She is the sister of actor James Haven and niece of singer-songwriter Chip Taylor. Her godparents are actors Jacqueline Bisset and Maximilian Schell. On her father's side, Jolie is of German and Slovak descent, and on her mother's side, she is of primarily French-Canadian, Dutch, and German ancestry. Like her mother, Jolie has stated that she is part Iroquois, although her only known indigenous ancestors were 17th-century Hurons. Jon Voight at the Academy Awards in April 1988, where his children accompanied him. After her parents' separation in 1976, Jolie and her brother lived with their mother, who had abandoned her acting ambitions to focus on raising her children. Her mother raised her Catholic, but did not require her to go to church. As a child, she often watched films with her mother, and it was this, rather than her father's successful career, that inspired her interest in acting, though at age 5 she had a bit part in Voight's Lookin to Get Out, 1982. When Jolie was 6 years old, Bertrand and her live-in partner, filmmaker Bill Day, moved the family to Palisades, New York. They returned to Los Angeles 5 years later. Jolie then decided she wanted to act and enrolled at the Lee Strasberg Theatre Institute, where she trained for 2 years and appeared in several stage productions. Jolie first attended Beverly Hills High School, where she felt isolated among the children of some of the area's affluent families because her mother survived on a more modest income. She was teased by other students, who targeted her for being extremely thin and for wearing glasses and braces. 10. Her early attempts at modeling, at her mother's insistence, proved unsuccessful. She then transferred to Moreno High School, an alternative school, where she became a punk outsider, wearing all black clothing, going out moshing, and experimenting with knife play with her live-in boyfriend. She dropped out of her acting classes and aspired to become a funeral director, taking at-home courses to study embalming. At age 16, after the relationship had ended, Jolie graduated from high school and rented her own apartment, before returning to theater studies, though in 2004 she referred to this period with the observation, "I am still at heart, and always will be, just a punk kid with tattoos." As a teenager, Jolie found it difficult to emotionally connect with other people, and as a result she self-harmed, later commenting, "For some reason, the ritual of having cut myself and feeling the pain, maybe feeling alive, feeling some kind of release, it was somehow therapeutic to me." She also struggled with insomnia and an eating disorder, and began experimenting with drugs. By age 20, she had used just about every drug possible, particularly heroin. Jolie suffered episodes of depression and twice planned to commit suicide, at age 19 and again at 22, when she attempted to hire a hitman to kill her. When she was 24, she experienced a nervous breakdown and was admitted for 72 hours to UCLA Medical Center's psychiatric ward. 2 years later, after adopting her first child, Jolie found stability in her life, later stating, "I knew once I committed to Maddox, I would never be self-destructive again." Jolie has had a lifelong dysfunctional relationship with her father, which began when Voight left the family when his daughter was less than a year old. She has said that from then on their time together was sporadic and usually carried out in front of the press. They reconciled when they appeared together in Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, 2001, but their relationship again deteriorated. Jolie petitioned the court to legally remove her surname Voight in favor of her middle name, which she had long used as a stage name. The name change was granted on September 12, 2002. Voight then went public with their estrangement during an appearance on Access Hollywood, in which he claimed Jolie had serious mental problems. At that point, her mother and brother also broke off contact with Voight. They did not speak for 6.5 years, but began rebuilding their relationship in the wake of Bertrand's death from ovarian cancer on January 27, 2007, before going public with their reconciliation 3 years later. As the daughter of actor Jon Voight, Jolie appeared in the media from an early age. After embarking on her own career, she earned a reputation as a wild child, which contributed to her early success in the late 1990s and early 2000s. Celebrity profiles routinely covered her fascination with blood and knives, experiences with drugs, and her sex life, particularly her bisexuality and interest in sadomasochism. In 2000, when asked about her outspokenness, she stated, "I say things that other people might go through. That's what artists should do, throw things out there and not be perfect and not have answers for anything and see if people understand." Another contributing factor of her controversial image were tabloid rumors of incest that started when Jolie, upon winning her Oscar, kissed her brother on the lips and said, "I'm so in love with my brother right now." She dismissed the rumors, saying, "It was disappointing that something so beautiful and pure could be turned into a circus," and explained that, as children of divorce, she and James relied on one another for emotional support. Jolie at the Cannes Film Festival in May 2007. Jolie's reputation began to change positively after she, at age 26, became a goodwill ambassador for the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, later commenting, "In my early 20s I was fighting with myself. Now I take that punk in me to Washington, and I fight for something important." Owing to her extensive activism, her Q score, the industry's measure of celebrities' likability, nearly doubled to 25 between 2000 and 2006. Her recognizability grew accordingly. By 2006, she was familiar to 81% of Americans, compared to 31% in 2000. She became noted for her ability to positively influence her public image through the media, without employing a publicist or an agent. Her Q score remained above average even when, in 2005, she was accused of ending Brad Pitt's marriage to Jennifer Aniston, at which point her public persona became an unlikely combination of alleged homewrecker, mother, sex symbol, and humanitarian. A decade later, Jolie was found to be the most admired woman in the world in global surveys conducted by YouGov in 2015 and 2016. Jolie's general influence and wealth are extensively documented. In a 2006 global industry survey by AC Nielsen in 42 international markets, Jolie, together with Pitt, was found to be the favorite celebrity endorser for brands and products worldwide. Jolie was the face of St. John and Shiseido from 2006 to 2008, and a decade later became a spokesmodel for Guerlain. Her 2011 endorsement deal with Louis Vuitton, reportedly worth $10 million, was a record for a single advertising campaign. Jolie was among the Time 100, a list of the most influential people in the world as published by Time. In 2006 and 2008, she was named the world's most powerful celebrity in Forbes's Celebrity 100 issue in 2009, and, though ranked lower overall, was listed as the most powerful actress from 2006 to 2008 and 2011 to 2013. Forbes additionally cited her as Hollywood's highest-paid actress in 2009, 2011, and 2013, with estimated annual earnings of $27 million, $30 million, and $33 million respectively.